Yes, Zaga, Yaga. You know the vibes. It's the Source Experience. You're rocking out with yours truly, Showtime Sizzle. I'm the Source. We got a little bit of rain this Saturday morning. Nonetheless, I am here to deliver the sauce, the goods. Last night, shout out to the A. They had a fight card. They had a nice fight card. A popular fighter. You see what I said? Popular fighter with a big time affiliation. Took an L. Truck Simpson. We'll get to that. But I want to shout out Dante. Yes, Dante Lane made his pro debut. Dante is out of Elmont, Queens borderline, New York. Highly decorated coming up in the amateur international experience. He was also, you know, a stablemate of Jahad Tuckers as an amateur. Uh, after we thought he was going to turn pro maybe 3 years ago, right? But you get to the show, you get to the show. But he had a successful pro debut last night on that card. I don't know if they televised the fight, but the highlights is all over. He got a spectacular first round knockout. 168. He's fighting at a super middleweight, managed by Split T. Yes, David McWaters. So he's in great hands. David McWaters got a lot of hitters. Teofimo Lopez, Supernova, Abraham Nova, Tiger Johnson, Dante Benjamin. A lot of fighters over there with Split T. So he should be all right. I wouldn't be surprised um if he ends up with a big, big promotional contract. So especially if he keeps getting knockouts like how he got last night, and they see that he grows an audience and a following, because you know how this game is. But shout out to Dante and his coach. Um, you know, I might play a highlight. Let me see. I know, I'm not too with the whole stipulation. I know they be doing a lot of these goddamn striking your videos and all that shit. But I do have a clip, right? I do have a clip of it. I got to get my source blogging in while I can, right? But I do have a clip of Dante. Let me see. Yes, here it is. Upload that clip. I'll play it at some point. No worries. I'll play it at some point. If this weather holds up, man, today might be a good it might be a good day to get some work in, put some videos together, get my blog in. But yeah, last night, I like the card. You know what I'm saying? It was like I feel like this. Anytime you have platforms like that yesterday, and the zone broadcasted it, you're putting on fight cards, and you see fighters that you might follow on Instagram, and they get a chance to showcase their fighting skills and their abilities. It's always good because I seen the Black Rose controversial loss, but that was my first time actually watching her. I follow her on Instagram, Miss McCoy. She looked good, man. She got a split decision loss because now had they scored that knockdown, what it was a trip with the her foot. She did get hit with a punch, but the girl was on her foot, man. and they scored that a knockdown. Had that not been scored a knockdown, that fight might have been a draw because the last scorecard was 57-56. So she didn't get that 10-8 round in that knockdown. I think that makes the fight a draw. Whoa, you know? And she could have been even been winning that round. I gotta go rewatch the fight and break it down just to see. I know she took a controversial split decision loss last night, but the fight was good. That woman went, and shout out to the lady that won. She took that fight on short notice and man did her thing. But the main event, right? Truck Simpson. Sipping on my coffee. I'm on my Coach Terry, man. Sipping on this coffee. The main event. Hold on, let me share this real quick. Oh, all right. Yeah, now see, I got a small channel, broadcasting channel, as far as and some of my my peoples that rock out with me, they be like, "Yo, I don't be getting your notifications." Like, damn, you know, I don't have that many listeners. I'm not sending them out to the people that actually fuck with me. Sad, man, but it is what it is. You got to get used to that on this YouTube shit, right? Because somebody hit me up last night, was like, "Yo, you was in the gym, and I ain't even get the notification." I was like, "Yeah, good times." Shout out to Amani and Cassius. You know, Friday nights at the rec, man. It is what it is, man. The rec is thriving now, man. Who's the next one to come up out the rec? That's what it's about, breaking the cycle. But Truck Simpson, right? He took a L. Um, he didn't look good. Defensively, it was like he was having mental breakdowns, right? He was eating a lot of punches, but he was in there with a guy who they said is a busier fighter, and it showed. He threw a lot of punches. He hurt Truck. Um, but I think regardless of the outcome, with Truck Simpson's affiliation, being a Coach Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis fighter, and down with Javante Davis, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. Um, it's just unfortunate that he took that loss, man. Because he headlined that card. He had, I think I seen Ellie setback. You know, he had media in there covering him, man. You know, and when you lose, right? He's gonna find that out now, right? A lot of these media people, right? Especially the more popular ones, right? They cover you just to cover you because of your notoriety. Now, when you lose, he's gonna see, right? I didn't see too many of them speaking on it. 'Cause that's how these guys are. These a lot of um YouTubers, YouTube media, and I say this with the utmost respect. The highest ones, the biggest channels, they're wave riders, man. So when you get smaller channels that ain't really popping in the game, they're wave riders too. But the thing with them is when they ride waves, they look crazy. But when the bigger channels ride a wave, they can get away with it because quote unquote they're bigger channels with a audience. But the smaller channels, when I'm gonna be blunt, honest with you, right? This is one of my jobs, right, that I do on this YouTube shit. And a lot of people don't like me because, see, unlike a lot of these YouTubers and people that talk boxing, I am not fake. If I have a problem or issue with you, I'm not gonna hide it. I'm gonna let it be known. A lot of people on this YouTube shit, and I say this respectfully, they're cowards. Like they won't like somebody or don't really fuck with them, but I hide it on YouTube. See, I don't do that. That's why a lot of people don't like me, but they front. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole beef with the Spencers and Derrick James and them is valid. And now I'm up. I always was up, but I've been up, right? But when I was running around helping them and doing a lot of shit for them, unbeknownst to me, they didn't really like me. They didn't fuck with me, right? But see, now had they been real, like what you guys love to think they are and all this shit, that's all you had to tell me. All you got to do is tell me, yo, we don't really fuck with you like that. But when it gets back to me, and because I live by a different code, I live by a different code, and I'm straight up. I'm transparent, and that's why you see that now. And I'm stepping on them, and I'm gonna continue to keep stepping on them. And a lot of y'all are upset and mad because see, y'all thought I was just gonna be some lame YouTube nigga. Now, when I peel back many different layers of the sauce, whether it's media, heavy equipment, operation, all type of shit, you like, damn, we played ourselves, and that's cool. That's cool, but I wish you would have played yourself in sight. Don't play yourself in hide and then feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, stay on your square, man. A lot of you niggas be scheming and plotting. That's coward shit, man. See, one thing about me is no need to scheme. I come at you straight up. I come at you straight up. Salute to WCS. Hopefully you are feeling better. I know if you was on your shit, you would have been up in there. That's WCS's backyard. WCS is an ATL giant in the game. I seen Carmelo Anthony, like I said, Ellie Setback. They had Sean Porter was down there. They had some media in there covering it, man. And hopefully they continue to, like Carmelo Anthony said, that the ATL is going to be the base. So hopefully they can keep doing that because it was good to see fighters getting exposure. You know, it's good to see that they got some big exposure. You know, Truck Simpson, he got big time exposure. He had Ellie down there. A lot of the big media was down there for him and his affiliation with Javante Davis and Coach Calvin Ford. They was there. You know, he just got beat up. You know, it is what it is. You know, but he can bounce back, and he has the right affiliation to bounce back. But overall, I like that what they're trying to do. Well, not I'm not even gonna say trying to do what they did do. You know, because like I said, I got to see Miss McCoy, the Black Rose. Dante Lane got his pro debut. You know, he looked good. You know, shout out to Dante. I think 168. Maybe we should try to get to 160. You know, but 168 is big, man. But we don't know how your body is. You know, um, I'll probably hit up music. The music will hit your coach up. But congratulations to you guys, though, man. It's always good to see guys that you watched in the amateurs. Because like I said, Dante and Jihad came up together. Jihad just took off quick. Took off quick. 17 years old, right? But now you're starting to see more of the guys that were in the amateurs together, the New York Metros. That's what we was all the New York Metro guys. Just different gyms. But when we go do these national things, it was the New York Metros, right? Because they put you like they place you by your region. You know what I mean? So it was the New York Metro guys. Um, but salute to everybody that is doing their thing. Like Dante, you did your thing. Matter of fact, I got a clip of it. Let me see. I got the clip. You did your thing, Dante. Shout out to Ron in the building. Salute, Ron. Um, you know, I know a lot of people gonna be like, "Oh, well, his opponent, yo, it's his first fight, man. It's boxing, man. They're not gonna put you in there on your pro debut with somebody that. It's about getting your feet wet, gaining your confidence, and he did what he was supposed to do. Um, the dude did try to take his head off, but Dante did what I was talking about last night with Cash was in the gym. Like, yo, let him know what's up, man. Let him know what's up. Here's the highlight, though.
Curious thing to do when someone's throwing punches at you.
Mitchell trying to fight his way out of this, but he eats another good left hand from Lane.
That was a hard shot. He took that one better than the other ones, probably because he had his eyes open. But...
And down he goes.
That was Dante, first round KO. Welcome to the show. You see what I said? Welcome to the show, man. Side with split team management. David McWater. So he got a good team around him, man. And they're probably gonna move him. They're definitely gonna move him. But shout out to him. And like I said, Chuck Simpson to be all right, man. Chuck got that Tank Davis affiliation. He just got to sharpen up, man, because he didn't look good, man. He did not look good, you know. Um, and I'm gonna keep it all the way tall. That's two straight fights that I watched of him where I wasn't impressed. I remember him coming out. He had the matchroom deal when Eddie Hearns was throwing out all that money. Chuck Simpson was one of the ones that landed a nice emotional deal with them. Um, they dropped him or he parted ways with them. I don't know the specifics, but I know he's no longer with Matchroom. But he had a lot of hype coming out of the amateurs, especially with his pedigree. Like I said, he should be all right because he has a strong team. Um, he has a strong team behind him. You know what I'm saying with Tank and Coach Calvin. So he'll be all right, man. Losses come in the game, man. Sometimes, like I said, when you lose, like how he lost, right? Because he was doing some things good, right? But he clearly lost the fight, right? But when you lose like that, and you go back and look at the tape, right? You could always make the adjustments because there was things that he could have did, like he was trying to roll shots. Um, I don't know the specific round because I'm not in front of the TV to really break it down for y'all like that, but he was rolling shots in a particular round, and he wasn't really. Yeah, he was like he was doing like a a, a remedial shoulder roll, but he was just catching. Dude was catching them. Like he wasn't even slipping the shots right. And I was saying to myself, like, nah, you don't need to like either catch the shot, put your guard up, get right. Like you just, I don't know, man. To each his own, man. But they got big plans for him, man. Like I said, he's still young. I think 23 years old. So he could definitely bounce back. One loss as a youngin doesn't define you, right? And to be honest, right? If y'all talking about Earl Spence can bounce back, right? And I'm about to get to the poll question, right? If y'all saying Earl Spence could bounce back from the shellacking that he got at 33 years old, why can't Truck Simpson bounce back, right? He said they moving Truck like a turtle. Don't know when he been fighting with none of these fights are memorable. But Truck talked big smack, man. Remember he was calling out Charlo, man. I don't know if you've seen that, Ron. He called out Charlo a while back, man. Yeah, Jamal Charlo. He was talking all that crazy hype, like he was the man. He got the people around him, man. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing about boxing, it's about relationships. You know, now, I'm 20 minutes in. We trying to be a lot more organized, and I'm getting great reviews about that because I am sticking with that, right? As a blogger, and shout out, yo, please support my daughter's, stuff, man, because I don't want to get funny style on y'all, right? And I'm only saying this respectful, right? Because in a second, when you see them really blowing up, right? Because they're about to blow up. I put the work in for them already, right? I'm really gonna act funny when it comes towards them. Because I'm giving y'all the gems now. So when you start to see certain things unfold for them, which I've been telling y'all for years and years and years. But like I said, when it pertains to blogging and YouTubing, it's filled with a whole bunch of just jealous individuals that are miserable with their own lives, right? And they're not builders, they're wave riders, they are people in their own way. Like they don't stick, there's no consistency, they're not putting in a conscious effort to put in work. That's why you always hear me stress, show me your work. Some of you guys aren't even consistent with blogging. You're not consistent with blogging. There's no consistency. So when you see others who are consistent, it hurts y'all, man. But to each his own. But let's get to the poll question. I wanna put the poll question out there. You know, and shout out to the people that are participating in the polls, right? Even the ones that come with the negativity. Certain days I feed into it, other days I don't. But this particular poll question, look, man, I'm getting real nice and saucy with it, right? You see what the question states, right? But didn't I tell y'all I was going to stick to this regiment, right? Because I sat back and I watched EJ and his team, his family, all of them bump their head, right? Leading up to the fight, talk about Crawford was a nobody and yada yada yada. So the question that I posed yesterday, EJ said this himself. He promised to get out of line. And when he got out of line, we seen what happened. The one-sided ass whooping that he promised to put on Crawford, but Crawford put on him. So you see the questions that I posed to the listeners. They got a lot of comments on it. Um, so Spence, I said he got beat like he stole something, which 39% of the people, that's what they felt. 34% of the people felt it was a humbling ass whooping, which is neck and neck. Then, had to throw a little sauce humor in there at a man that talked about me behind my back, but then tried to shake my hand in my face. Just like a lot of you YouTube niggas, right? Act like you fuck with the experience, but don't secretly be plotting and scheming. Let's put in some work, man. But you see that one? Make them feel it. That's what Derrick James said. Make them feel you, right? 1%. Now you're starting to see that man doesn't know shit, huh? But hey, what do I know? But the final one, I had to put this one out there because I pay attention to what goes on. A lot of y'all said he wasn't himself, that he was drugged. Even my young boy, Amani, stated this the other day at the gym. He said that Mike Tyson gave him the weed. See, so I put he wasn't himself. He was drugged. Yo. Let's look at the stupidity. Yes, respectfully, this is stupidity from 26%. But this is what you deal with in YouTube boxing. 26% of y'all said he was drugged. Now, this is 26% of y'all that talk boxing, come on here and gossip boxing that are so, I say this respectfully, stupid when it pertains to boxing. Do you know that fighters, we just seen this yesterday, if EJ was drugged, why hasn't he popped dirty via Robert Helenius? Robert Helenius just came back dirty. Dirty. But yet you dumb 26%. Yes, dumb 26% want to believe that this man was drugged, that something was wrong with him, but yet no adverse findings as of yet. As of yet. Why is that, man? That's why when it pertains to this boxing on YouTube, you understand a lot of people's mentality, why they are who they are, because there is 26%. That is a high percent. That is more than a quarter. A 1% over a quarter. So you got a quarter. You know, back in the day, you can get a bag of chips at the bodega with that quarter. So more than a quarter of the people that took this poll felt that he was drugged. And how is that possible? You know, I was gonna put that Crawford's gloves was loaded, but I know if I'd have put that, it would have been way more than 26%. I might still do another poll and put that in there. But then it would have really turned me off on the stupidity of people that talk boxing. You know, in order for a guy's gloves to be loaded, right? That means somebody from his team watched that go down. The athletic commission watched that go down. Because contrary to what you guys sit on here and talk about, when fighters' hands are wrapped, and I know this, LOX, living off experience, contrary to how you guys receive me, want to view me, like me, or accept me. A lot of the things, when I speak about boxing, I am hands-on. A lot of the things that these people that you listen to speak about boxing are gossip girls, right? But when a fighter's hands are wrapped and his gloves are placed on, there is an inspector from the athletic commission of the state that you are fighting in. In this particular fight, it was Las Vegas, so it would have been the Nevada Athletic Commission and inspector, plus a member of Team Spence in there watching Terrence wrap his own hands, because Terrence wrapped his own hands, right? Now, I'm going to put you guys on to some other shit that you guys sit here and talk boxing and you disrespect the real players of the game, right? Now, after Terrence's hands are wrapped, for you dumb 26% that think a man was drugged or the hands were loaded, after his hands are wrapped, they are inspected by the commission. Do you know what the commission does? Whether it is Nevada, well, tonight we have fights in Oklahoma, Tulsa. So the Oklahoma Athletic Commission will be in the locker room with Jared Baby Anderson, F.A. John Bay, Abdullah Mason, Shushu Carrington, Nico Ali Washington fight. And when they are done wrapping their hands, probably most likely tonight, it'll be Stitch Duran or Mike Bezel, because those are the guys that work these fights. See how I'm throwing out names of players in the game because I be there? Idiots. haters, jealous, jive, turkey, schemers. Now, after their hands are wrapped, the athletic commission is already there watching, but then they will expect it to make sure that they're not double wrapped, to make sure that the padding is a whatever inch and a half or inch off the knuckles, things like that, right? Once they check that, right, you know what they do? They have a marker. You ever noticed that? Look, I'm giving y'all nuggets, man. I'm giving y'all nuggets for free. This is free game right here, right? They have a marker, right? What do they do with that marker? Have you ever noticed? They even do this at the amateur levels. But see, you guys just talk boxing and you disgust me because you don't know shit that you're talking about, man. But they mark with the black marker, they sign off. Whoever the inspector is, he signs off on the hand wraps, right? Now let's take it a step further. The hands are wrapped, right? He's not going nowhere. He's still in there. Now the gloves, right? See, you guys always talk boxing, but don't know shit, man. Do not know a fucking thing, right? So how can his gloves be loaded when his gloves are placed in plastic bags? Like for you niggas that smoke weed, for you niggas that do all other type of shit, they're in a saran wrap bag like that. They're in a bag, right? That bag is sealed, right? That bag is not allowed to be opened until the gloves are placed on the hand. But prior to that, look, let me give y'all some more nuggets for you deaf, dumb, and blind losers that listen to other losers that make shit up. The day before the fights, you select your gloves. You select your primary gloves, and you also select a secondary gloves in case of a malfunctioning of your gloves. Now, when you do that, you go to the athletic commission. Your gloves are out there that are approved. You put the gloves on, see how they feel. You say, all right, these are my primaries. They glove it up. They glove them up. They mark them up, put them in the bag. It's sealed. Primary, secondary, right? Now, the secondary are not brought out until, like I said, there's a malfunction with the first gloves. So now, let's go back to where I was at. The night of the fight, those gloves that you selected, the primary gloves, they are in the dressing room with you, still sealed, right? Your hands are wrapped, checked off by the athletic commission of the state. Time to glove up. When you go to glove up, either your chief second or whoever, which one of your coaches does it. Matter of fact, let me before I break it down to you, I'll break it down to you. I will show you. You know what? Because I always say, show me your work. So why don't I show it to you, right? Since you know, I don't want you to think I'm like the rest of these guys. I'm the best, you know, UGK Underground King. So instead of just telling you, why don't I show you? Why don't I show you, right? Because talk is cheap. And that's what we get on the YTC, a whole bunch of talk. Okay, look. First, I'm going to show you the hand wrap procedure, right? Let's use this one for the hand wraps, right? Because I got a good one, and it coincides with Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? You might see this guy. He's from Chicago, but he relocated to Oklahoma for many years. He's a member of the Oklahoma Athletic Commission. He's an inspector. Watch the fight tonight. You definitely see this from the Athletic Commission. Oh, look, it says the Air One Room. They know I am killing y'all niggas right now, man. They know I'm killing all you hating, jealous niggas that talk boxing, man. It did not want to. It did not want to load it. But I still got it on here. Hold on. I got so much receipts. It did not want to load it because all you plotters and schemers, right? I expose y'all, man. Y'all look crazy. Y'all look crazy. Y'all look like what y'all are. Y'all don't really support boxing. Y'all don't support boxing. Let's try it again, right? There it goes. For whatever reason, it's taking a while. Normally it loads right up. If it doesn't load this time, I'll just go to the gloves being put on. I'll go to the gloves being put on. But the video I was trying to upload, you see Stitch Duran, Stitch, Stitch, Jacob, Mr. Jacob. I'm gonna call him Mr. Jacob. But you see Stitch Duran um setting up to wrap Jihad's hands. But who you see over his shoulder? The gentleman I was talking about from the athletic commission. He's looking at everything. He's looking at the gauze, the hand wraps. He's looking at the tape. This is what you do. So, and this was a smaller level fight. This wasn't even a big pay-per-view you know undisputed fight. And they had the commission and all these people in the locker room while this was taking place, right? So these guys that you guys are listening to that are feeding you this information, they're terrible. Not only are they terrible, they're in the way. Yo, shout out to Pop, man. Hopefully, Pop, you and Lord of the Rings could get back rocking and rolling, man. I was looking over your profile, your what's it name? You guys had a little bit of consistency, but then you stopped. You gotta have consistency with when it comes to this blog and shit, bro. Consistency is key. You guys picked up the ball, and you was talking boxing, but no consistency. Got to be consistency. But let's get to this right here. Hopefully it loaded right, and I can show you. I can show you, and you'll see it for yourself, man. Source experience, but that kind of that's why you need to do it on your own. You can't rely on people, especially in this game. You gotta make your own lane. You know, make your own lane. See that I found that out the hard way myself, and when I started this many years ago, remember we was the new guys. It was me, Earl Spencer's uncle, a couple guys. I just wanted to be behind the scenes. But then, like the people that I started building with, they was like, "Yo, man, now you're the foundation, man," and the rest is history. Not only am I a hell of a blogger now, you know, um, I'm a media marketing agent, man. But yeah, I remember we started this about many years ago at the studio and shit. See, I didn't really want to get into it because I know how a lot of these niggas is, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't really I didn't have the patience for it, man. Because I've been new when it pertains to YouTubing and internet media shit. Because I was in the field. I know how niggas is suckers, right? And one thing about the media game, this YouTube blogging game is nothing but, and I say this respectfully, suckers. It's a handful of World Combat Sports and Town Business and my man Kyle from the boxing set. It's only a handful. I know everybody, and that's why people get mad when I speak on people because I really dealt with these people in the flesh. Fuck this internet shit. Like, see, a lot of you niggas on the internet, you deal with niggas on the internet. You niggas, and I say this respectfully, you niggas is weird, bro. If you never really broke bread with a nigga, in the flesh, but you want to hear co-signing niggas and all this. You might be co-signing the government informant, my an informant. But you talking about this is a real nigga because how he carries it on the internet. You know how many police niggas is on the internet that you would think is a straight up gangster in real life? And the niggas are straight police. That's what, man. And that they done infiltrate this shit to the all across the board with this shit, bro. Entertainment. But niggas will tell you, oh man, that nigga's a real nigga. How? What have you done with him to know that he's a real nigga? You know, nothing, right? Nothing at all other than fuck with him on the internet. But look, here we go. It's loading, right? I'm gonna show you. There's no way possible that Crawford's gloves was loaded. Because in order for his gloves to be loaded, right, this is what had to take place, right? Because when you put your gloves on, um, the guys are right there. Not only are they right there, they're watching, bro. Niggas really said that he had loaded gloves, right? They said he had loaded gloves, right? Look, this is Jihad gloving up right here, right? This is Stitch Duran gloving up Jihad, right? This is Stitch Duran gloving up Jihad. Look, I be talking my shit because I got receipts, man. You know? Gumbo, man, my God, man. Hopefully you are safe on the roads out there. Yo, Gumbo is a big beast. Gumbo's a big dude, man. Yo, Gumbo, you know you ain't getting no fades, man. Yo, niggas is backing out on Gumbo, man. Gumbo is a giant out here, man. Gumbo's one of the most security Mayweather looking niggas that Mayweather had. Yo, I ain't gonna front. I ran into Mayweather mad times at Nick games. Yo, Mayweather got the biggest security niggas ever. I remember when Mayweather was at the yo, my cousin was gonna bang out with them niggas, right? That nigga is retarded, man. Cash out. Shout out to Cash Out, man. That nigga is retarded. Cash Out was a fighter, man. He knows Mayweather. He knows everybody. Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones. So at Nassau Coliseum, Mayweather had his own section, and he had the security, all the big ass, the Twin Towers, the wrestling nigga, Triple H, all of them, right? So Cash Out went to go holler at him, right? And the security, they tried to back Cash Out down. And Cash Out was like, yo, man, what the fuck y'all doing, man? It's my man, I know him, right? And, and he made like a scene, right? But yo, they wasn't trying to let him get through. And then Mayweather was like, nah, that's my guy, or whatever. And waved him on. You know what I'm saying? Like let him through. But that shit was just funny. But Gumbo's a big ass security type dude like that. Big brawler nigga, man. Big as hell, man. Shout out to Gumbo though, man. Hopefully you are safe out there on the road, my brother. You know, because you have a very treacherous, dangerous job out there, man. People don't realize like a commercial driver um is a dangerous job. It really is, right? Because the reaction time when you are hauling loads, right? Um, yeah, well, I forget what it is, man. I haven't taken my CDL in so long, but I think it's like they teach you this at truck driver school. You have to be alert, like 30 seconds, a minute or something. You should always be looking at the traffic because it increases your stopping distance. And then when you have that load on there, right? Forget about it. He said I lost weight, bro. Don't tell them nothing, shot. Oh, they don't know. I know. You my peoples, man. Gumbo's. Well, listen. Somebody told me last night that I was a celebrity. I was like, nah, you gonna know when I'm a celebrity, because I'm gonna have all big niggas around me, right? And all I'm gonna have to do is just point, right? I'm gonna have niggas like Gumbo around me, and if I feel like you looking at me funny, I'm just gonna point at you. and somebody's gonna put you to sleep. Yeah, somebody's gonna put you to sleep. I'm gonna have dudes like WCS. I'm gonna have mercenary killers, right? And if I feel like somebody's looking at me funny, I'm gonna point, man. I'm gonna be really moving like the president, man. I'm gonna be moving like the president. Yeah, every 4 seconds. There it is. There it is. Yeah. But yeah, one of my homegirls told me that shit last night. She was like, "Yeah, I know you from the projects. You changed. You're a celebrity." I was like, "I ain't no goddamn celebrity. I was just in the Dollar Tree. I'm still in the community. You know, when I'm a celebrity, you niggas will not see me. You know, I'll do like shout out to cousin Buddy McGirt. I'll come to different events like Buddy, right? Now I mean, that's when you know I'm a celebrity. I'm still around the way saving the babies. Real talk. I'm still in the community, making a difference, right? But yeah, look, this right here, I think WCS had pulled out and want to set up the ringside. But look, there's no way gloves are getting loaded, bro, right? For all you dummies out there, right? This is when the gloves get placed on right here, right? Not only is the team in there, right? A member from the other team, you have the commission, you have all these people in here, right? Look, look, look. You can't load gloves up, guys.
There's like 8 different. So if you want, go ahead and watch Lamar rap. Have you signed off on hands before? Okay. Awesome. So I just make sure I check off all yeah, just watch Lamar.
How did it work down here in the bottom? I said, how did it work down here at the bottom? Never throw up the nerve, right?
I haven't had coffee. I haven't had that. So this is DeAndre.
Play it back again, but I'm a quarterback y'all through it, right? Did y'all hear the athletic commission? See, that's why I recorded that, because I knew it was going to be a time when this would be vital information, especially with all of the bullshit that goes on the YTC. Did you hear the gentleman in the background say, "Have you ever signed off on hands before? Have you ever signed off on hand wraps before?" That is the locker room. That was Ohio right there. So that was the Ohio Athletic Commission. I also got the Oklahoma too, but for some reason the Oklahoma video didn't want to load. Maybe because I had the fella in the actual, you seen him, so maybe that's probably why. But in this one, you hear him. I didn't put the camera on him because it wasn't no sting operation. I wasn't trying to set him up or anything. But listen, I'm gonna play it again. You hear him say, "Have you ever signed off on hand wraps before?" And you see RT, right? That was Coach Music. You see Stitch the Red wrapping, taping the gloves. Jihad, by the way, Jihad's gloves were loaded that night. We loaded them up. Yeah, we loaded them up. He had the Crawford specials. So in order to load up gloves, you see how many people was back there? I could have panned it out. The locker room be filled, bro. How you loading gloves with that many people in there? But listen once again to the vocabulary.
There's like 8 different. So if you want, go ahead and watch Lamar rap. Have you signed off on hands before? Okay. Awesome. So I just make sure I check off all yeah, just watch Lamar.
How did it work down here in the bottom? I said, how did it work down here at the bottom?
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? I'm gonna play it one more time. Did y'all hear that? DeAndre Ware, who was fighting, I think 2 fights after us, he was getting his hands wrapped. It's a lot going on. It might be too much going on for all you niggas that just talk boxing. But over here, show me your work. We show you boxing. The athletic commission inspector asked the other inspector, who probably was a new guy, because you heard what he asked him. Have you ever signed off on hand wraps before? Go ahead and watch him rap. Go ahead and watch him rap. You see what goes on for all of you idiots, respectfully, that talk boxing, that don't be nowhere other than your living room other than your basement getting high and drunk. Some of you niggas might be borderline crackheads on the low, man, on this YouTube shit, man. Real talk. Cause they think of some of the shit that y'all you gotta be high, bro. You gotta be high and just out of your mind to really think some of the shit that you argue about or you put out is valid. It's valid, bro. Like you niggas are argue, get in heated debates, sit on panels for hours and talk this shit. How? You know how you do that? Because you probably never been to a fucking fight, let alone had that type of experience right there what I just showed you. There's no way a fighter's gloves is being loaded.
We have blue officers, and there's like 8 different units. So if you want, go ahead and watch Lamar rap. Have you signed off on hands before? Okay. Awesome. So, make sure I check off yeah, just watch Lamar.
How did it work down here at the bottom? Okay, how did it work down here at the bottom?
That's why I don't even waste my time talking boxing with any of these niggas, man. Especially these niggas that claim to be more than what they are. Show me. Show me. So when you say that Terrence Crawford's gloves was loaded, when you say that Tyson Fury's gloves was loaded, when you say that guy's gloves was loaded, you know how many people you were throwing under the bus with that dumbass allegation? Not only are you throwing the sport, the commission, you're also throwing a team member, because there is a team member of whatever fighter that you felt got beat with loaded gloves in there watching everything go down. Watching everything go down. Why don't you ask these idiots that when they sit on here and they make these accusations? They tell you, yo, man, that nigga's gloves was loaded. Crawford had loaded gloves. So damn, somebody from Team Spence took the bag, man. Somebody from the Nevada Athletic Commission took the bag. All them people that be in that locker room, they all got paid off. They all got paid off. Because that's a lot of people that watch that go down. That's a lot of people, man. That's a lot of people. If WCS was in here, WCS would tell you. He's been in the locker room. He could tell you this. He's been in the locker room. There's too many people in the locker room, bro. Yeah, for that to happen. But if you don't cover the sport, if you're not around it, and you're just on drugs, you just listen to niggas that because you deem them to be credible because they have an audience and followers, you believe it. You believe it. Yo, man, that nigga slipped a Mickey in his That's another one. He was drugged. He was drugged. Yo, this isn't even a pay-per-view magnitude card like that. So just imagine all the cameras that's in the pay-per-view card locker room. So all of the Showtime people was in Terrence Crawford's locker room getting all behind-the-scene footage. Nobody seen them slip something in his gloves. Yeah, that has it. Yeah, that TMZ. Nobody got that footage. Nope, nobody has that footage, right? When they just slip something in Terrence's gloves. Nobody got the footage. I see the claims out there on Earl Spence, his girl slipping him a drink. Nobody has that? You mean to tell me all of those wave riding motherfuckers that was in that locker room, all of the all access epilogue people that was in that locker room, nobody got that? How, man? How they don't got that, man? You know what they probably needed? They probably needed the niggas that was in Devin Haney's locker room. Remember when Devin fought Lomachenko and the nigga was in there taking selfies and shit? Maybe they should have had that goofy nigga in the locker room because he would have got it. Since y'all making these claims, because he damn sure had the selfie of him when Devin Haney was warming up. They needed that nigga in the locker room. You guys are just you guys are killing the sport, man. Respectfully, killing it, man. Killing it. It's a turn off, man. Like, y'all gotta stop this shit, bro. Stop this shit, man. And you guys claim to be boxing fans, bro. Stop this shit, man. You go to a fucking fight, man. Go to an actual fight. Stop watching this shit at your crib all the time, man. Stop talking about the shit. Go to a fight, man. You can go to an amateur fight and see this shit. It's all the same, bro. What I just broke down to you still happens at the amateur events. That they watch the hands being wrapped, the gloves being placed on. This is protocol, bro. This is protocol, man. But if you've never been around it, I don't know what to say for you, bro. I don't know what to say for you. But once again, man, listen to what the athletic commission says, man. Like that, all you do is reporting this shit and doing videos and lives and having panels with dumb niggas talking, man. Wake your ass up.
We have blue officers and there's like 8 different So if you want, go ahead and watch Lamar rap. Have you signed off on hands before? Okay. Awesome. So I just read the picture I checked. Yeah, just watch Lamar.
How did it work down here at the bottom? I said, how did it work down here at the bottom? Never come off the nerve, right?
It's up, man. The jig is up. It's over, man. It's over, man. Pack it up, man. Move around. Pack it up, man. Move around. He was not drugged. That's crazy that he was drugged. And we have yet to have a confirmed test on that, man. Robert Helenius for what? 2 weeks ago? So in 2 weeks, his shit came back dirty already. We rounded up on a month. Neither Crawford nor Spence has tested positive for anything. But yeah, one fighter was on PEDs. Nothing has hit the surface, alleged. The other fighter was high. They slipped him a Mickey. He smoked weed. Nothing has popped out. Nothing has popped out. But yet, we are supposed to believe these things. And look, 26% said that he was drugged. Man. Hopefully that shit comes out, man. Or then I will have to come on here and do a retraction. But until then, I am going to keep clowning you idiots. You guys are idiots, man. You make the sport look bad, man. That's why I have to come on here and do these type of blogs, man. And disassociate myself from you guys, man. Because if I sit around and co-sign this shit or sit on panels with you niggas, and then I go to these events or I send out an email to somebody and I try to get credentials for me and my peoples and my team. They be like, Shalom, well, Shalom, what are you talking about? I see you over there with these guys and you had the conspiracy theory. I thought you would know by now, Shalom. We allow you in the locker room. We allow you around these things, and you don't understand how this business works by now. You don't understand. I seen you over there with those guys. You were making shit up. You were just making shit up. What is that about? You've been around the athletic commission, Shalom. You've been to the fighter meetings. You've been to the physicals. What are you talking about, Shalom? But yet I seen you over there. Those guys, they were lying, and you were right there with them, lying. So I don't fuck with you niggas, man. Respectfully, man. You niggas that won't get no dirt on my jacket. You won't smut my resume. For real. You won't smut my resume, man. For real, man. Cause you niggas be out here smutting niggas' resumes, right? I only fuck with valid reporters. I fuck with valid analysts. I fuck with valid managers. I fuck with valid promoters, man. You know? And if you don't think so, here's one of the most valid. Listen, I know a lot of journalists in the game. One of the most stand-up valid guys that I ever met. I met him in Brooklyn many years ago, and he has always led me in the right direction, always gave me concrete information, put me on the game, whether it is cameras and introducing me to different like I knew a lot of managers, right? But to be honest, David McWaters, this guy introduced me to him. Peter Kahn, a lot of different people he introduced me to. Always been valid, stand up guy.
Yeah, from the rafters to the floor, man. Yeah, you going up to the floor, man. Yeah, you going up to the rafters or what, man?
Nah, I'm down here all night, Sean.
Oh, okay. It's like,
what about yourself, man?
Yeah, we down here. You see, we down here.
Yo, shout out to my man WCS. Yo, did you see the commission? That was one of the commission guys. Shout out to him too. He came and got into the footage. You see, he knew I was recording. He wanted to get in the camera. He was behind us. That's the guy. He works for Top Rank, man. He's down. He came up and wanted to show our badges. See, me and WCS had on badges. When you have those badges on right there, for those of y'all that never covered the fight, those are pretty much all access. You know, you see where we was at. The ring was right there. We was touching the ring. You know, we was working, right? We was working. But with those badges, right, the security and all that, they know you are somebody, you know? You are somebody. Because on that badge, it states what fight you are working, who you are, your name, different things like that, right? So when you, WCS could tell you this himself. Maybe one day, I know WCS is under the weather right now. Maybe one day I'll conduct an interview with WCS and ask him some of these questions, right? Because I know he's living off experience. When you have those type of accommodations, right, you are allowed to. Well, you get escorted because you know it's like I said. When you're an important person, they get you an escort, right? WCS to tell you this. You get escorted into the locker room, right? And then you get escorted back out to the corral. You know, the corral. That's what they call the corral, not the rafters. The corral. You get escorted, right? So you say, you would. Well, first, let me. I'll give you the goods, right? All right. This is how it goes. When you are, corral credentialed, right? I'll use that terminology. Corral credentialed. You will go get your credentials, right? From the secret location, right? It's a secret disclosed location where the fighters walk in, the people that, it's like that walk in. So now you get your stuff and they say, the I'm not going to disclose the names of the people because you don't need to know all that. But you go to the desk and you read off who you are. And they're like, oh, yeah. They most of the times they know you. You know what I'm saying? You do this enough, everybody knows each other. So they say, oh, are you going in the locker room? You getting any footage from the locker room? And you'd be like, yeah, I'll go in the locker room right now. So they'd be like, all right, let me get you an escort. So now one of the escorts come, usually one of the top rank security guys, one of the, like the masonry type looking dudes, military, probably ex police, some might be former current police. They come get you and they escort you into the locker room. Now, when you're in the locker room, you are allowed to do what you do, whether you are filming or taking still frames for the fighter. This is what you do. Then normally, see, now, this is what I learned. Another thing I learned from WCS, because I am a photographer now. You might want to go to the you might want to go um to the ring and get your lighting and everything set up. My bad, that was a phone call. But yeah, back to what I was saying, right? Shout out to WCS for putting me onto this. You can sit in the locker room and chop it up, do everything, but it is important. And shout out to Javon, my guy too, from Cleveland, Ohio, another good photographer brother. They put me on. You want to go to the ring, and that's what you seen me and WCS right here. That's what we was doing right here. Look, receipts always.
Yeah, from the rafters to the floor, man. Yeah, you going up
To the floor,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, you going up to the rafters or what, man?
Nah, I'm down here all night, Sean.
Oh, okay. It's like,
What about yourself, man?
yeah, we down here. You see, we down here.
Yeah, we down here. So what you want to do is you want to get your lighting right because you're shooting underneath the lights. So you want to get your lighting right. And shout out to WCF for putting me onto that game. I didn't know about that. I know about that now. Look, that's free consulting right there, source experience for those of y'all that eventually make it there. Just don't have no hatred and jealousy in your heart. Maybe one day you can make it there. You can shoot a fight right there. You sign a waiver because this is a big business. You got to sign a waiver. I'm gonna let you know that you got to sign a waiver, right, to shoot right there because God forbid one of the fighters gets knocked out the ring and they fall on you or something and you get hurt. Top Rank, the promotional company, is not liable. That's why it's always good to have your own insurance. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? You know, just a little gems today, man. But listen, man, I am going to wrap this up. I went over my hour, man. And I just want to come on and have a little fun. I'm gonna drop another. Oh man, this damn dog is out, man. Moon. Moon is my neighbor's dog. That's Daffy's friend. Moon is like a husky. I just see it. She came outside, and we just let Daffy out. All right, good. Moon went back across the street. You get your little troublemaking ass up out of here, man. Moon breaks out of her. Like Moon is she's like a husky, right? They keep Moon in the house on a leash and all that shit. So when Moon does get a chance to get out, she just runs wild. She's like reckless. He's reckless, Moon, right? And my dog is trained, bro, to the T. Daffy won't leave the gate. Moon will run up in my gate and then try to run out on the street and hopefully Daffy will chase. Daffy knows better. But I just watched Moon. That's what Moon did. Moon came up to the gate and tried to have Daffy run out there with her. No, she's not wild like you, Moon. Daffy is controlled and trained. But yes, I am going to wrap this up. Uh, I want to go pick up this bag. They have a bag on sale. They got this one of the portable bags, right? Like a little 60-pound heavy bag, the ones that you can move around, bring to the different parks and all that. So I think I'm going to invest in that. Because remember my other bag I had? I still got it, but that I used to hang up on my daughter's playground. It took a toll on that one, so it's time to invest in another one. But yeah, salute to everybody that stopped through. Mr. Gumbo, as always, WCS, Pop, Modern King Ron. You know the vibes, man. I'm gonna do a poll question in a second. Maybe I'll let Coach Rain pick out the poll question. But everybody be blessed. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy these fights. And yeah, keep building. Keep building. You know, look at the growth of my babies, though, man. My babies done came a long way, man. You know, they were interviewing fighters forever. Look,
What age did you start boxing?
I started boxing when I was 7.
Really? And what's it like to be on TV?
It's normal.
No?
This guy just don't look at the cameras.
Okay.
look, yo, Coach, that's CEO Nasaya. Show me your work.
Yeah, about 8.5, yep.
Well, what's the other part?
Time.
He's been boxing for a long time. He's 17 now. Now ask him the other question about the TV.
What is it like to be on TV?
It feels great. At first I got nervous, but now it's like, it feels normal. You know, I've been on TV all my life, so it's nothing really new. It's exciting though, and it definitely makes you feel great.
Cool. Okay, Nasai, now let.
Like raw fish.
Oh, so one day you'll get your palate used to that raw fish. Gotcha. What's that? What else you got for me?
What's your favorite place to go?
Favorite place to go is the beach. I love the beach, yo. Anywhere if there's a beach nearby, I love to go there, relax, walk along the beach, barefooted, get my feet dirty. Yeah, I'll stick my foot in the water. I don't go in the water though. There's sharks and stuff in there. Nah, I don't mess with that. All right.
Play basketball?
Look at my height. I'm short.
No,
I can't play no basketball.
Yes, you can.
No.
I believe you can.
I was playing, man. I told you I was coming back to the city of Cowboy, Tulsa, Oklahoma, seek and destroy. You know the vibes. Yeehaw!
Hey, this is Coach Larry Wade, IBL Champions. Hey, I train professional boxers, and you with Sauce Talk Podcast. You don't want to miss anything that he puts on here.
Appreciate you, champ. You know the vibes.